I am freezing. Isn't it summer? Why am I in a parka? DIY friends, welcome back to my channel. I am DIY Danie, and today's DIY in progress is another episode of Can I Make It For Cheaper? A series where I take highly priced decor items and find a DIY solution to dupe it in a high quality way and hopefully for 1/3 of the price. At the end, we will do a summary of the cost to really evaluate if I could in fact make it for cheaper. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can, but that is what this series is meant to find out. Now, today we are stepping into the bedroom to dupe the cutest dresser I have ever seen. I am so excited for this one because I feel like it's so DIY-able. And you know what? It's been a while since we duped a piece, and I think it's about damn time. Now, of course, if you're new here, welcome. Feel free to hit that subscribe button and join this lovely creative beast community. I share a lot of fun DIY home projects, and sometimes it can get a bit weird, but we like it weird here. So with that said, let's get into it. Editor, roll the tape. Boop. All right, Lulu and Georgia, you're on my DIY chopping block for this Can I Make It For Cheaper? I'm focusing on the beautiful Samantha Dresser, currently valued at $2,398 US. Converted into my Canadian Monopoly money, that's 3,300 buckaroonies.
I'm sorry, I just hallucinated.
You know, of course, there's always a reason why a piece is that much. You know what I mean? Like, it's made of an expensive wood or stuff. So like, let's take a look at it. I want to see if we can break this down. Oh, the item is sold out. It's out of stock right now. Well, it must be very popular. The Samantha Dresser grounds modern appeal in natural grain, warmth, and charm. Okay, agreed. The clean lined frame is adorned with scallop detailing and brass finished hardware. Okay, so yeah, it's not, what kind of wood is it made out of? Let me see. Number of drawers, 6. Material, wood. But what kind of wood? What makes this $2,398, my friend? Imagine it's trying to sell you a pine dresser for $2,398. I would be really upset. But you know what I love about this dresser is that it's simple, but it packs so much personality. Just with that simple little scallop detail, it just like brings the whole piece to life. So we're gonna dupe this dresser, and I think it's totally doable. But what I love about duping this dresser is that it allows us to venture into the IKEA hack world. And my golly, I do love me an IKEA hack. You know what I'm saying? So does the internet, apparently. So let me explain to you why I want to build this dresser. In my 3rd bedroom, which is my vanity room / pseudo closet / nap room, I have a bench in there. Now, this bench is lovely. It has some things on it, but it doesn't really serve a purpose other than it's just a cute decorative thing. And you know what? That's okay. Benches with books and things on them can be decorative. Okay? Now, being the Canadian that I am, it is cooler here more often, so I do have a lot of sweaters and seasonal things. These things take up a lot of space in my closet, which I find myself kind of like packing sweaters in weird places, like a pack rat. And I was just thinking, if I had a place to be able to put all of my seasonal stuff into, I would be thriving in my closet. I would have space. So I think this dresser is going to be perfect for it. But not for $3,000. No ma'am, but I think we can do this for cheaper. Hands down, we can do this for cheaper, and I think we can do it with an IKEA hack. So I'm gonna go ahead to IKEA and get myself my dresser that we're gonna hack, and I'll meet you in the garage. Okay. Box 1. Box 2. I am a strong, independent woman. I can do it. You're impressed? Thank you. There's no one else to be here to be impressed. We have all the things. I've been to IKEA and back again. It's like going all the way to Mordor and back.
I do not fear death.
What I have in front of me is the Tarva Dresser. We are all accustomed to the Tarva Dresser. We have seen many hacks with the Tarva Dresser. But you know what? I have to give it to IKEA. I love the fact that they made a dresser that was specifically just made out of pine wood, so you can customize it however you see fit. It's kind of a great deal for them. They've gotten a great deal out of it. We've gotten a great deal out of it. And now I can use this to customize to my will. Wow, I am impressed I was able to do that. Let's talk about the feet on this Samantha Dresser. So these are obviously way more rounded, and I kind of love that look. I like that it's a bit softer. Same with the top, I like how it's rounded. I definitely think we can make that look happen on this Tarva. We can round out the edges. I was thinking the hack that I recently did on the headboard using the handrails would be a great option for this, but then I was like, that's a little bit too bulky. It's not a perfectly round dowel. So I went to the hardware store, I picked up these dowels. This is 1.25 inches. I don't know, I'm still 50-50 on this. I'm not gonna use them, stain them, or cut them until I know what I wanna do with them, but I have them here. So I think for now, what I wanna do is just get all the pieces out, lay it out. So let's do that, and we'll just keep moving forward. I can't say I'm excited to build a Tarva again. I've built many Tarva dressers in my life, and it just doesn't get better. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. What is in box number 2? Oh, it comes with nubs. That's lovely. Fascinating. Ooh, I think we have our drawer fronts. Excellente. Drawer sides. There's no instructions in that box, right? Can't reach. I'm just kidding. Aha, we have the instructions. Oh, look at the little feet. Look at you. You look like a little flute. Oh, je m'excuse. We got some MDF here. That's new. You will need. Wow, they make you have a lot. I don't know if I got a drill. Maybe these can be attached in a different way. Interesting. Maybe the dowels can turn into the new legs for the dresser. That is a good question. Maybe if I just add, I feel like I want to get rid of that lip. I need to look up a picture of the Tarva. Indeed. I then, in theory, could remove the bottom. Oh, I don't know if I could remove the bottom, actually. We need to cut the bevel off. Bevel's gotta go. At least that's one part we can get rid of. That makes sense. I'm confused. Interesting. We are figuring this out together, friends. One step at a time. I think we need to go get some handrails. Okay, I just got back from my local lumber yard, and I think this is gonna work. So what I picked up was a bunch of quarter rounds that are 15/16. And I was thinking if I glue these up together, well, 3 of them, basically it gives me the shape that I need to put it on the corner, but it's also gonna replace the legs and become the new legs. Now, if I glue these up, brad nail them together, I think they're gonna be strong enough. Like, it feels pretty good. And the good news is that these are made with pine. Gluing these up together, it's gonna look laminated the same as the actual Tarva dresser. So it's not gonna feel out of place or like an outlier against the different wood types. It's all gonna play together really nicely. So I think this is gonna work out great, and it's gonna be easier, it's accessible, and I think it's gonna work. So let's glue these up.
Good morning, friends. These feel good. Like today with the glue dry, like these are strong. I have no doubt that this is going to be a great solution for me. Now with using these as the side pieces, because it was an aesthetic piece on this dupe that I didn't want to let go of. In doing so, there's actually a little bit of overhang with the quarter round around the front. So I have to actually size the drawers back so that it all fits in nicely together. But to do that, I also have to trim the size of the dresser to make this all work, if that makes sense. So this is my drawer here. I need to account for the little bit of overhang that this is gonna have in the front. So I need to cut off that, but these holes here need to be moved back by 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to be cutting 1 1/16, maybe 1 1/8. I'm not really sure yet. I want to do one first and then, well, I'm going to cut it to 1 1/16 first. If I need to trim it just a wee bit, I have that option. But in doing so, this is going to let me push in the drawer a little bit to give more space for these guys to sit in the front. So this needs to get trimmed down, which means this drawer sides need to get cut down a 1/2 inch. And it also means that the drawer bottoms need to get cut by a 1/2 inch. Does that make sense now?
I'm so confused.
What I want to do though is put all the drawer pieces together because I'm only cutting one side of the drawer, the exterior side, not the inside. And this also goes for my drawer side. So I basically need to like shadow build the drawer and mark my left and right and then mark the side that needs to get cut. Once I have all that down, then we can cut everything and then we can build the scallop pieces that are gonna go on the top drawer fronts. So let's go build some IKEA furniture, I guess, sort of.
Okay, drawers. You get a number, you get a number, you get a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, friends, I'm numbering each drawer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm corresponding those numbers here so I know which one's gonna be right and which one's gonna be left. This is a dyslexic nightmare. Huh? Wait. No, this is where we're cutting. Right, left. Woohoo! So now what I want to do is just make all my cuts. So the back pieces are getting a 1/2 inch cut on the cut side only. The fronts, I'm going to be cutting 1 1/16 on only the cut side. And then the bottoms are getting a 1/2 inch cut on one of the sides. It doesn't really matter. Once all that's done, then we can move on. I'm nervous and I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna get my table saw out and we're gonna start cutting. Okay, so all the boards are cut. Now what I need to do is the side that I did cut on the drawer fronts, they have all these little holes here, as you can see, but I actually need to move these over a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to be measuring from the middle here, over a 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to drill the same amount. So I actually looked at the depth that this hole is, marked it off with a piece of tape on my drill bit. So I'm gonna be doing the same ones. Also, these are smaller, so I'm gonna have to use a smaller drill bit for these. But other than that, I think we should be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. See, this isn't that hard, right? Just a bit of math. I hate math. Okay, so I have drawer front 1 and 4 because these are my 2 tops. And what I printed out was this little template. I was like, how am I going to do this math to make sure that we like start with a half moon and then we end on a half moon. So I actually brought it into Photoshop, did the size of the drawer front, and then kind of sized a bunch of circles to that, printed that out, and then I measured it after. I think it was 1 14/16. How would anyone know that? So anyways, this is gonna work really great. So I'm just actually gonna put the template onto the front, tape it down, and then we're just gonna trace the half moons out, and then we're gonna cut it out with the jigsaw. And I love that. All right, let's cut. Okay, we're sanded, we're scalloped, and we're filled. But what I want to do next is one more cut. On the Tarva, there's actually a bit of a lip that hangs over on the front, and I don't need that anymore. This was originally for the base, but we're getting rid of the base, so we don't need it. What happened originally was this drawer front would sit right in front of it, so it would align with the side, but now the drawer front's actually going to sit about here. So it's going to sit in front, which is perfect for me. What I want to do now though is, so I've marked where the side lines up here. This is what we need to cut off. I think this is about, I want to say 1 1/4 inches. Let's see. 1 1/4 inches. Wow, I'm good. Yeah, so we're going to cut off 1 1/4 inches off the front, and then we'll be good to go. Then I actually want to assemble this. It's going to be a lot easier to stain this if it's just all one piece. I know it's like annoying to stain the inside, but it really, I just need to know that the whole thing will come together and fit together, and I'll feel better that way. And then I can stain with confidence. I don't care if I have to like get into nooks and crannies, like I will feel so much better, because if I do need to go back and change things, I don't want to be doing that once it's already sanded and stained. So you know what I mean? At least that's my thought. It might be the wrong thought, but I'm going with my thought and I'm trusting my gut on this one. But let's cut this front piece and then we're gonna start assembling this whole bad boy. Let's build this IKEA piece. Apparently I need a buddy to build this. Papa? Why would he choose to sleep on the stones? Beyond me. I don't have a buddy. Okay, I'm gonna follow their guide. How do I know which one's right and left? R for right. Here we go. Why do I feel like this is wrong? Wowee. Uh-oh. Oh my god, did I put them both on backwards? What do you mean? They all have bevels. Oh, yeah, these are on the wrong side. Can't you just give me some words? I need words. Let's proceed. Ain't no numbers on these bags. This is going great. There she goes. There she goes again. Huh? Oh man, that's the wrong hole. Wait, why doesn't that fit? Is this on backwards? I am confused. This is on backwards. This way. This is how it needs to go. Is it? This is a problem. Oh, maybe this is supposed to be flipped the other way around. Don't panic. Oh no, oh no. Whew, I feel better. Oh my gosh, so stressful. I'm happy to say we are finally at we need to install the side pieces portion of this programming. Okay, so this middle piece is 7 inches, which means we just need to measure from underneath the lip. Let's move this down. Underneath this little lip here, plus 7 inches. So we are at 28 1/4. So 7 inches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 35 1/4. So we just need to cut these guys up to 35 1/4, and we need to make 4 of them. And then we'll attach them and then sand them. I love this for us. This is gonna be cool. Okay. All right, let's cut. All right, see? Now we fit it up onto the corner. Check that out. That looks brilliant. And then we just do the same on the back. I think this hack worked out, friends. Not to toot my own horn, but toot toot. Now, I'm just wondering what the best way to secure this on, whether that be through screw or if I brad nail it. I am kind of worried about the integrity of it if I brad nail it. Ideally, I would brad nail through the top. I mean, if we glue it as well, I'd feel a lot better, so I think we should glue it. We'll glue it. We'll glue it and brad nail it. Soon. Looks awesome. Oh my gosh, and once we sand it, maybe would fill some of the little cracks, but like once we just start to like clean this piece up, oh, this is gonna come together so well. I really don't think I can get this off the table by myself to make sure that the legs are working the way they should. Plus, I really kind of just want them to dry up a little bit. So I think I need to wait for Jeffrey to get home and then he can help me get it off the table. But in that time, we have 6 drawers to build. So let's go build 6 drawers, shall we? Drawer number 1. Does it fit? Does it fit? Hoy, banana balls! Slap the table, good project! Wow, isn't it cute? So cute. And once it's got its hardware, I think it's gonna be bomb. Now, I don't love the gap up here, so what I wanna do is this piece was actually meant to go as the little apron on the bottom. And so there's already holes in it, so I can just cut it and then use it to drill up into for the apron. How bloody brilliant is that? And then we can just go right to the inside piece there. I think we're freaking golden. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Good morning, friends. I am so excited for today. I feel like today is gonna be like super transformative day. I mean, this piece is transformed as it is, but like today is gonna like bring it together, you know? Okay, so I have a lot of dings, scratches, brad nail holes in this piece, and we also have the connection lines for all of the quarter round pieces on the legs. I could leave it because it already kind of has like a laminated look, but I do think that we can improve it. There are many ways to improve this and to fill in dings and scratches. You can use wood filler. You can use a natural wood filler. I also love my DAP Premium one, which is stainable. So if you know what color you're gonna stain your piece, you can stain it up and then fill it in. I definitely could do that with this one. I was thinking about it, but my tried and true sometimes is just using sawdust, the sawdust that comes from your project so that the color matches, and some glue. So I'm just gonna mix up a little bit and then start filling in the gaps. It is a little bit messier, but I really believe that it makes a better match when you're going to stain it up, because I mostly have this versus, like, I don't put a lot of glue in it, but it just works really well. And then when you sand it up afterwards, I just feel like it gives it such a flawless finish. So I am going to whip up some wood glue and sawdust mix, and then we'll get filling, and then we'll sand, and then we'll stain, and it's gonna be amazing, and I'm excited. So let's talk about staining. So we are gonna go with a gel stain. I am a person who hates wood conditioner, like I hate it. But when it comes to pine and it comes to this kind of laminated pine, I really do think it makes a difference. I think that it stains up nicer. I actually did a little tester, and while you probably won't be able to see this, but this part is the one where I did the pre-stain, and then this is no pre-stain. So this is just a gel stain on top. It's just it's a necessary evil if you really want it to look good. That wood conditioner is just gonna remove some of the blotchiness and just really help highlight the areas that need to be highlighted. Now, I'm only gonna wood condition the sides, the top, and the drawer fronts. Like, I'm not touching any areas that I know isn't gonna get seen, which is like the inside. I'm gonna stain it, but I don't care to wood condition it. So we are just gonna condition everything that is the exterior that matters. Let's add our wood conditioner so we can get to the good part. Yeah. I hate wood conditioning, guys. Okay, friends, I had to stop staining because, to my best efforts, it still looks really splotchy, and I don't like it. And that is just the way she goes when it comes to either pine wood or IKEA, these kind of IKEA hacks. But I want to hack the hack. So in the past, you guys have seen, this is my hack for when I'm trying to like flip furniture that's in different wood types, because sometimes you either replace wood and you don't have, you know, like a pine on pine, you have a walnut on pine, and then it doesn't actually stain properly because the woods take stain differently. So my tried and true to fix this is to create a paint wash. So what it is just literal paint. So I have this mango paint. This is actually a brand that doesn't exist anymore, sadly, but it's like any type of, you know, acrylic water-based paint. And when you water it down, let me show you. I did an example over here. When you water it down, it creates a really beautiful effect. So you can still see the wood grain. It's basically just like a paint stain. It creates a beautiful stain. But what's beautiful about this is that it just washes on top. So it sits on top of the wood and it just creates a very even tone all the way through. And then once this is dry, I can just stick a finish on top, like a really nice satin, and it's gonna make it look so shiny and so mint. You're gonna be a convert like me, I promise. I promise you. Okay friends, a VO Danie just pop it in here for a second because I wanted to explain this paint hack technique here, if we're calling it a technique. What I do is dip my paintbrush into the paint, then I have a second dish with water that I'll dip my brush into before I apply it onto the furniture piece. The water helps dilute the paint, making the grain still come through real nice. Now, say you forget to add the water dunk and it paints on too thick, no worries, just apply water on top of that part and take a cloth and wipe it down. A reminder, this paint is water-based, so just adding water to it will make the coloring less strong and dilute it down. But as you can see, doing it just keeps the color and the wood pattern looking so consistent. We don't see any blotchiness, and it looks so good. You know, my gut told me to do this right from the start, but c'est la vie. We have reached the end of this project. Well, sort of. We have one step left, and guess what it is? Hardware, my favorite thing. I'm so excited. I love hardware. That sounds weird. I love a good knob. That also sounds weird. I love a good pull and knob. It all sounds weird, doesn't it? I really enjoy collecting cabinetware. There. I want to show you the two hardware options that I have. I think I know which one I want to go for, but I wanted to show you both because they're both so beautiful. Okay, one is from Home Depot, the other one is from Amazon, but they each have their own beauty. So as you can see, one is a little bit more of an antique gold. I love the shape of this one. I just think it's so unique. It kind of tapers downwards towards the end and turns into like little tubes. It's just so beautiful, so dainty, and I feel like on the right cabinet, this is gonna look chef's kiss. Now, this one is just from Home Depot. Again, it's a brushed metal in their antique gold, and I love it. I love the simplicity of it, and if we are duping the Samantha Dresser from Lulu and Georgia, then I think this is the one to go with. This definitely seems to be more aligned with the Samantha Dresser. This cabinet pull is the larger version of the one that I put on my vanity pulls. So if it's going in that room, it's nice that it has that cohesiveness. So I am gonna go with this, but I won't be returning these. You know what I mean? You know, everyone's got their vice, friends. I should probably return these, but I'm not going to. In the garage, you know what, I'm just gonna put it in the space and let's just go to the beauties because you guys need to see this in its full glory. I don't know, roll the beauties. Well, there we have it, friends. The Lulu and Georgia Samantha Dresser duped and now beautifully displayed in my spare room to house all my seasonal items. And I gotta say, I just love how this dupe came together. Oh my gosh, I'm screaming. This entire room feels so cozy to me. It just feels so me, from the vibe, the decor on top. All of it just gives that perfect amount of eclectic, cozy, cottage chic that I love so much. It's elegant, it's so feminine, and I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Even just like a little peek from the hallway gives me so much joy. But in spirit of this series, let's talk the real cost. As a reminder, the original Lulu and Georgia dresser was the high-end value of $3,291.41. This was the Canadian conversion. Now with taxes, that came to $3,719.29. And pulling out my DIY cost calculator, let's tally this project up. With all the materials bought outright, not including the tools that I own, and you guys, I've explained why I don't do this, this project cost me a total of $741.65, which means I saved a total of $2,977.64 by making it myself. So if the question is, can I make it for cheaper? I think we can rightfully say, yes, I can. But you guys should let me know, what did you think of this hack? Comment below and let me know what you want to see me dupe next. Reach out using my contact information in my description box. Stay positive, stay creative, and keep on DIYing.